Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. I need your full and undivided attention right now. This is a divine appointment arranged by heaven. You did not click this video by chance. And right now, before you move another step, I want you to take one deep breath, because the noise of this world is blinding your true sight. Something inside you has been screaming for answers lately. You feel a sudden weight in your chest. It is not a panic attack. Stop dismissing your quiet intuition. And the truth is that God spoke a specific promise over your life before the foundations of the world were even formed by His hand. Listen to the sound of my voice. The Creator of the universe is about to reveal a secret. He has hidden something inside your soul. No other human being on this earth carries this specific design. And hell is completely terrified because they know that if you discover this treasure, your suffering will transform into an absolute weapon. Let us talk about your current season. You are carrying a heavy fatigue. It sits deeply in your bones. Sleep can no longer fix this exhaustion. You feel completely drained. And you find yourself wondering why the atmosphere around you feels so heavy, even when you are just sitting alone in a quiet room with your own thoughts. You feel a profound sense of isolation. You are an outsider in your own family. Nobody seems to understand your words. You give everything to support them. You feel so lonely. But every time you walk into a crowded room, the energy is instantly sucked out of your body because you are absorbing their hidden pain. People have taken advantage of your kindness. They smile when they need your help. They disappear when you are empty. You have endured multiple betrayals from close friends. And lately you have noticed a strange pattern where your biological clock wakes you up automatically between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning without any alarm. Your mind is constantly spinning with questions. You try to fix everyone else. You carry their burdens like a shield. This has left you completely broken inside. And you start to wonder if there is something wrong with your personality, because you can no longer fit into the normal conversations of this materialistic society. The world tries to label your condition. Doctors tell you it is clinical anxiety. They say you have chronic insomnia. They want to prescribe chemical medication for your soul. But I am here to challenge that earthly narrative, because what you are experiencing is actually an intense level of spiritual discernment that cannot be measured by tools. You are not suffering from medical depression. Your nervous system is not failing you. You are an empath, experiencing overload. Your spirit is simply detecting a massive shift. And the truth is that the unexplainable heaviness in your chest is actually the physical weight of a heavy mantle that God is placing upon your shoulders. You are a generational cycle breaker. Heaven has selected your specific lineage. The darkness is trying to keep you quiet. They want to distract your waking mind. And the enemy has been working overtime this week to flash false signals across your path because he is absolutely terrified of the unique authority sleeping inside your spirit. Let us look directly at your divine blueprint. God did not create a standard plan first. He did not force your soul to fit inside it. He created your unique architecture with intention. And the plan of heaven actually formed completely around your existence because you carry a secret weapon that has never been given to any other human soul. I am naming this reality early today. I refuse to build suspense for a cheap mystery. I want to be completely honest with you right now. Your time is extremely sacred to heaven. And because some chosen ones are already feeling a strong pull in their spirit, let us address the physical tool that exists for your restoration. A neuroscientist named Dr. Robert Lake discovered a solution. He spent 34 years mapping extraordinary brains. He created a digital track called the Genius Song. This is a special 7-minute audio frequency, and your nervous system can absorb this sound to automatically reactivate your dormant gamma brainwaves, which scientists at MIT and Princeton verified through explicit laboratory testing. If your spirit already recognizes this path, you can explore it now. The verified link is located in the description and the first pinned comment. There is no pressure to make a decision today. You do not need to rush into anything. But if you already know that you are ready to reclaim your divine inheritance, the door is waiting for you right beneath this message while we continue our journey. For those who are staying, let us dive much deeper into this revelation. The silence of your life has stretched for so long. You have carried a quiet yearning in your soul. Heaven is preparing your body for a supernatural renewal. And you must understand the exact words that God spoke over your destiny before the enemy tries to scramble your alignment with the divine. Let us reframe your entire reality right now. You have been reading the signs backwards. The world told you that your solitude was a massive failure. They said that something was deeply broken inside your psychological system. But heaven calls this season something completely different, because your intense isolation is actually a divine form of insulation. God intentionally cleared your crowded room. He removed the toxic people from your immediate environment. This was not a cruel punishment. It was a sacred wilderness. And the Father isolated your spirit to protect your inner architecture from the chaotic frequencies that can never travel with you into the next supernatural dimension of your assignment. Think about the ancient prophet Moses. He spent 40 long years in the quiet desert. Nobody heard his voice during that lonely season. He felt completely forgotten by his own people. And while he was tending sheep in absolute silence, the burning fire of God was quietly rebuilding his hidden capacity to lead an entire nation out of heavy bondage. Remember young King David? His own brothers left him alone in the dangerous fields. He fought the wild lions without any human assistance. He carried a heavy anointing before he ever wore a golden crown. And the long years spent in total separation were exactly when his inner architecture was securely built to withstand the great weight of public glory. Modern society hates your silent stillness. The massive corporations want your mind to stay completely distracted. They thrive when your spirit is weak and tired. They want your thoughts to remain in a low vibration. And they have intentionally built a loud world that acts like a prison to suppress the original genius that God placed within your soul. Let us address the painful betrayals you experienced. The enemy noticed your rising frequency early on. He knew he could not stop your ultimate destiny, so he planted clever counterfeits directly into your personal relationships. These were emotional vampires, disguised as friends, who were sent specifically to drain your divine battery before you could witness your breakthrough. Truth honors truth in this sacred space. There are extraordinary tools that exist for your specific restoration. You must realize that Dr. Lake did not create a single temporary track. He devoted his entire career to building a complete sequence of restoration protocols. And today, we are only focusing on the first major door, because your brain absolutely needs to achieve complete stabilization before you can move forward. You cannot skip ahead in this divine system. The restoration process happens in multiple stages. Your super brainwave must be awakened in sequential order. This structure prevents any spiritual overload. And Dr. Lake mapped out these separate phases with absolute scientific precision so that your system recognizes its readiness when the next portal naturally reveals itself. Let us look back at the science of your soul. Your childhood was filled with intense wonder. You had vivid dreams and sharp insights. This happened because your brain was constantly flooded with highly active gamma waves. And this beautiful frequency acted like a supernatural gateway that connected your physical mind directly to the infinite wisdom of the Creator. This unique neural frequency gave you a remarkable edge. You could easily read the hidden atmosphere of any room. You possessed a deep clarity that confused ordinary adults. You were a natural vessel of creative light, and the presence of this active vibration around your young soul made the spiritual forces of darkness deeply uncomfortable because they recognized the authority of a future ruler. Then everything began to change. You turned 7 years old. The rigid educational system forced you to conform. The heavy expectations of society began to dull your natural brilliance. Neuroscientists call this tragic regression the decline effect. And over the years, the constant stress of survival slowly forced your original genius frequency to go into a deep state of hibernation. You felt the loss deeply. Your mind became noisy with overthinking. Your intuition felt like a heavy burden that suffocated your peace. You constantly absorbed the negative emotions of people around you. And because your core frequency was severely blunted, you spent decades wondering why you could no longer reach that magical state of flow that defined your early childhood years. But hear this truth clearly. Your primary gift was never completely destroyed. The enemy lied to you about your value. The seed is still alive inside your DNA. It is merely resting in the dark soil of your wilderness season. And the Father is currently realigning your path because the time has finally arrived to wake up the sleeping power that hell has been desperately trying to suppress. Listen carefully to what follows. We are moving into a much deeper layer of this message. A profound revelation is going to shatter the false illusions of your past. I am about to expose the hidden blocker that has been sabotaging your manifestation. And you must fix your attention completely right now, because what I reveal next will forever alter how you understand your kingdom assignment. Now, here is where it goes deeper. No one wants to say this out loud. You blame the external enemy for your stagnation. And every single time you encounter a difficult obstacle, you automatically slide back into the comfort of a victim identity. Stay with me, right now. This truth will set your spirit free. Let us pierce your defense mechanism. You are not stuck due to lack of talent. You hold a secret agreement of limitation inside your subconscious mind. You are afraid of your immense magnitude, and you choose to hide because the sheer size of your true calling absolutely terrifies your survival identity. Remember the unique treasure from the beginning of our journey. God placed a supernatural frequency inside your soul. It is your original gamma brainwave. This frequency gave you unmatched intuition before the world forced it into hibernation when you turned 7 years old. You operate in a half-activated state. Let us consolidate these revelations into plain terms. Your long years of suffering were not random accidents. They were a deliberate process of divine insulation to protect your core. The unexplainable weight in your chest is simply a dormant frequency waiting to be fully reconditioned by your own choice today. You are not a regular human being fighting to survive. You are a celestial warrior carrying a precise blueprint of destiny. You do not just fit into the divine plan. And the absolute truth is that you are the plan itself, because the entire universe naturally forms around your alignment. Your waiting has officially ended. Remember 30+ minutes ago when I mentioned a physical restoration tool? Now we must walk through exactly how this technology operates. You cannot carry this heavy exhaustion forever. And before you can safely step into your final public elevation, you must completely align your spirit with the remnant. Consider the experience of a 47-year-old manager from a corporate firm. She felt completely stuck in a heavy brain fog for several years. She listened to this track for 18 days without feeling any changes. Her analytical mind was highly skeptical, and she almost opened her email to request a full refund on day 20 because she saw no immediate proof. But she chose to trust the slow process. On day 34, her reality shifted. Her baseline of panic vanished into absolute peace. Her great breakthrough arrived like a quiet morning clarity, and she made massive professional decisions without any hesitation because her reactivated brain could finally perceive the path of alignment. Scientists at Harvard and Princeton documented these neural shifts. Dr. Lake spent 34 years developing this brain entrainment technology. It uses a precise audio track to stimulate your nerve pathways, and the objective data from 18,366 users proves that this verified mathematical reality safely sparks your original genius. You believe that normal meditation apps will yield the same results, but those temporary methods force your system to slowly change from within. This protocol acts directly from the outside. I know that money requires careful consideration right now, and continuing to live below your potential carries a devastating daily cost that far outweighs the price of your breakthrough. Today we are reintroducing that exact digital track called the Genius Song. This is the first entry point of your restoration sequence. Dr. Lake chose accessibility over institutional greed. He priced this initial protocol at $39 one time, and you must realize that subsequent phases are priced differently because they utilize separate technologies without any hierarchy. You get the Genius Child track worth $19. You receive the classic book worth $20. You get the visualization worth $29. You receive the infographic worth $12. And these separate gifts provide a total bonus value of $80 added to your sequence without any extra cost. Every day your gamma wave remains dormant is a day your life feels heavy. Your prayers hit a brass ceiling. Your nervous system is trapped in a constant stress signal. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment, and your decision does not need to be perfect, because it only needs to move your soul in the right direction. I must protect your spiritual baseline from deceptions. A large army of counterfeit products has flooded online marketplaces. They contain empty audio files that scramble your alignment. You will not find the authentic technology on Amazon. And Dr. Lake provides a 90-day guarantee, so you face absolutely zero risk of losing your provision. Close your eyes briefly right now. Place your right hand over your heart. Take a slow, deep breath and pause. This decision is not about a transactional purchase. It is a sacred identity declaration of who you truly are. And if your soul already knows what to do, the path to the Genius Song is located in the description below. The threshold of your waiting is completely gone. You can now step forward into absolute stillness. The heavy noise of your past trials is fading into the dark background. And as you sit in this sacred moment of quiet authority, you must realize that you are finally standing on the very edge of your public elevation. Take another slow, deep breath. Let the heavy tension melt away from your shoulders right now. You do not have to fight the battles of everyone else anymore. And because the Father has officially vindicated your silent faithfulness, the invisible weapons of the enemy can no longer find a single target inside your spirit. Let us officially seal this divine alignment into your reality. Speak these words clearly inside your own mind. I release the heavy burden of trying to please a materialistic society. I cut the toxic ties of every relation that was sent to drain my oil. And because I am fully awake to my true identity, I firmly declare that my long season of suppression is permanently dead. I am a demonstrated warrior of light. My specific soul architecture was built to withstand the great weight of glory. I walk with absolute confidence because the Creator is directing my steps, and I fully receive the accelerated fulfillment of every single promise that was spoken over my unique lineage before this world even began to exist. Your quiet gentleness was never a sign of weakness. It was the stable foundation of your kingdom assignment. The spiritual realm is currently realigning your financial paths, and because you chose light while surrounded by heavy darkness, a massive supernatural breakthrough is circling your home to completely erase every generational debt. The watchman is now allowed to rest. You have guarded the sacred gates of your family with absolute obedience. The long wilderness has completed its hidden work inside your mind, and right now, the angels of heaven are deploying to securely lock the doors of favor that no earthly human being can ever shut against your face. Let us look directly at what happens next on your physical timeline. The next page on your screen may look like another offer. I want to tell you the complete truth about this moment before you experience any sudden surprise. And you must realize that this is actually the second sacred door that Dr. Lake intentionally designed for your complete recovery. This upcoming phase is completely independent from your current path. It belongs to a deeper sequence of restoration protocols. You will have a few quiet seconds to let your intuition fast, evaluate the invitation, and either choice you make will be absolutely respected by heaven, because there is no pressure or artificial trickery running inside this clean space. The unique invitation will feel incredibly precise to your personal circumstances. You will simply know the truth without needing any earthly persuasion. You must fully trust that inner recognition when the moment arrives. And when that next phase reveals itself to your soul today, your reactivated spirit will instantly recognize the familiar language of your destiny. For now, your primary focus must remain on the first step. Do not allow the enemy to whisper doubt into your mind right now. The 7-minute audio track is waiting to restore your original genius wave. And your physical agreement with heaven is the physical anchor that securely unlocks the heavy floodgates of your destiny before this day closes. The verified link is waiting inside the description and the first pinned comment. Go there with absolute certainty in your bones. The $39 investment is a sacred seed of faith for your lineage, and you will look back at this day as the specific turning point where your true life began to manifest in the physical realm. I want to leave you with a final prophetic blessing today. May the peace of the Father wrap around your heart like a warm blanket. May the Holy Spirit grant you extreme discernment to navigate every trap of the darkness. And may your physical body experience a supernatural renewal while you step boldly into the absolute abundance of your kingdom calling. This is not a random video message that will disappear into nothingness. This is a covenant milestone for the entire remnant. You must anchor your spirit to this house of light, and you must subscribe to this channel immediately so you do not miss the specific prophetic instructions that heaven is releasing in the next 72 hours. Hit the like button before you leave this room today. Do this not for the temporary metrics of this channel. You are extending a critical lifeline to your entire tribe, and do this so the algorithm can deliver this exact frequency to another chosen one who is currently crying out for an answer in the heavy dark. Go down to the comment section beneath this video right now. Type the word Amen to officially seal this prophetic declaration into your physical reality. This simple act of typing is a physical sign of your spiritual obedience, and the courts of heaven will record your agreement for all eternity while the blessing unfolds across your timeline.